Alright, are we live? Let's see, are we live right now? Looks like we are. Yep, alright, great. What's up, guys? Alright. How we doing, guys? We up here? Alright. Okay then. So we're gonna be playing, or building rather, part of arcade. Get my thing here. Alright. Let me refresh the stream thing here. Am I not live? Okay, I am live, yeah. This is weird, I don't know why it does that. Alright, well, whatever. Actually, let me turn down the volume a little bit. Alright. How am I gonna do this? Tilt my setup a little bit here. Okay. So what are we gonna work on today? I think to start off I want to increase this parallax effect a little bit more. So like 38 and 33, these ones should be moving, let's say 50 or 60, sure. We'll just double everything. So this will become 50. This will become 40. And this will become 20. Let's try that just to see if that makes any difference. Or wait, no, we would want it to be the opposite, wouldn't we? Because the background is moving slower. So we'd want it to be the opposite, actually. Yeah. Alright, so this will be like, we'll call this like negative 30. And this will be negative 10. And then this will be positive 10. And this will be negative 20, how about? Because we want the outer layers to be moving back faster, because the way it works is that you're traveling through the level. It's the way parallax works, I think. I'm not sure, though. And then let's go to layer 10, where we have the background here. And let's just move it up a little bit, because we're not going to need to see the before. Can I, like... Let me play the level to see if it's... It's not really super noticeable. It's not really all that noticeable. I'd like to maybe fix that. Let me check my things here. Yeah, this is good. Okay. Alright. What if I increase it by like a lot? Like I set this to like minus 100. Is that noticeable? And then this to like minus 60. And this to like minus 20. again, I don't really notice it. I can't see where the how long is this supposed to last? Okay, that's a little bit longer than I'd like. I'm gonna set these to less than 10 seconds. I'm gonna set these to like 8 seconds. How long are they supposed to last? It's supposed to last until you get to there, so 9 seconds would probably work. Where did this thing go? Did I not set this to... Okay, let's do minus 80. See, like, it works, but I don't love it. I need to move more. Like, I don't know if it's even doing anything. I'm thinking maybe it's because of the fact that they're all locked to the player. So maybe if I just change it to like how far does the player move? Like, what if I change it to like 1,000, something like that? Would that work? Again, like, it does work, but it's not like noticeable. See, I don't know. What if instead of this we just use these and we make this like 1,500 or something like that over the course of that many seconds, and then we make this like 1,000, just like 1,000s. Then we make these inner ones like, wait, what? We make this one and this one like 1,000, yeah. We make these inner ones like 500 or something like that. Would that work? Okay, so that works, but it's too much. So the range is too big. So let's go 1,200, and then this to, let's say 50. Yeah, no, this to, we'll say 750. And let's say 700. Oh, it needs to be the opposite. Oh, okay. I'm so dumb. Alright. These ones... Wait, what? Right? Because... okay, so we'll set these ones at 1,000, because we want them to be moving the least. And then these ones we want to be moving backwards a little bit, because we're passing through them, right? Dude, these are so confusing. We'll set this to 700, and then we'll set this to 500. We'll set this one to like 500 as well. What if I turn on preview mode? Okay, I think that needs to be even less. I think it needs to be like 200 or something. See, again, like, I don't know if I like it or not. Let me go into normal mode and play. I think the middle one has to be less. Or what if I set this to like 0? Like, could that work? If we just set it to 0? And then set these ones to like 500? Let's try that. No, because it needs to be moving. Like, it's not moving if we do that, so I don't know. What if we try it like minus 100? Would that be too big? That could honestly work. it would need to extend for a lot longer, but it could potentially work. We just did like that. We linked that together, and then we did like this. Like this could potentially work. Maybe, I don't know. Let's move this down. I don't know, I don't mind the look of this. That could potentially work. Okay, wait, I gotta check and see what groups these things have. This is 39. Oh, yeah, it's 39, because we don't need to give them 39 anymore, okay. We'll take these, we'll take off the group 39. The outer layers should be 33 and 38, right? Yeah, and then the inner layers, this should be 37 and 34, right? Yeah, and then this should be 35 and 36. 35 and 36, yeah. So that means that actually, you know what would be better if we just like locked them to the movement, but we changed the values. So like this, set this into like 0.9. Set this one to like 0.7, and set this one to like 0.3 or something like that, and this one to like 0.5. I'll set this one, yes, 0.5. Dude, I'm trying to focus on the background. I can't play the level. You know, honestly, that's not even that bad. Like that works. That's fine. I don't mind that. I don't hate that. We can deal with that. I think once we fill in all the blocks and stuff, then it'll be good. Alright, I have here a reference image for something here. Where's the... I think I will, yeah, for this. You probably can't see it on the screen, but I think that we could go for something like a. Actually, I want to start with this. I want to start with this part. So do we have like a glow layer yet? Yeah, we have this. So I'm just gonna make like some glow here. We'll copy paste this a little bit. Warp it up, maybe. And warp it to the side, I guess. And then we put this like T3. Is that'd be that's above the thing. Okay, that's fine. We can change that. We can change that. No, we'll make it T2, I guess. And then we'll make it. What color should we make it? This color? Yeah, I don't hate that. Yeah, I kind of like that. All right, there we go. Let's do that a little bit. There we go. That looks good. So we've got that there. And now let's do the same thing. See if we can copy that glow here. And sorry, I'm a bit sick today. Actually, no, that's not going to be as good for that part, I don't think. But this looks good. I like that. And then I think on the outline here, like we have this, right? This is group 27 or 26. Yeah, it'd be probably group 26. So what we're gonna do with group 26 is we're just gonna make a small glow outline here. Turn off preview mode for this. And this will just give our level a little bit of like atmosphere, kinda. You know, like if we just do this, or we can warp it up a little bit more. We just make this black. And we give this all group. What group do we give it? 26. I think that's right. Then we just gotta see is that if that works. Yeah, see that sort of gives it like a little atmospheric glow at the end of the screen. You could probably see it clearer in the normal mode. Yeah, I think that looks really good. Dude, this level's like actually kind of hard. This part, like those clicks don't look like hard at all, but they actually are. Yeah, this is actually looking really good. I'm really liking that so far. I think that's looking pretty good. Alright, now what are we gonna do for this part? I gotta do something for this part. Alright, well first of all, you know, easiest thing is we just add some like white blending glow to the orbs. That's like literally the easiest thing. It doesn't have to be white blending even. It could be like, we could do like purple blending. Like that could work probably. Just put like T2 and then like, oh, it needs to be above the orbs. Let's put it like T3. It's above the orbs. Alright, let's scale up like that. Like, honestly, that probably works. We can shift the hue a bit, maybe like that, to like more bluish. But like, yeah, this kind of works. Actually, that's a bit overkill. Let's turn down the brightness a little bit. There we go. That looks pretty good. Yeah, I like that. That looks pretty good. I like that a lot. Alright. Now, I'm gonna move this down one and then copy paste it up, zero it back, and then this is gonna be like, this is gonna be like this color maybe, and same with this, down, copy paste up, back, and then this will be this, and now I'll set the these things to be one more, so this will be minus 60, and this will be plus 60. Honestly, the level's starting to really come together now. Why can I not do basic wave gaps? Okay, it looks good. I think I want that to be behind the spider, though. Oh, it's... Shoot. Okay. In that case, I'm going to get rid of that. Huh. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna make a giant it's interesting. Yeah, so we're just gonna make a giant, like, warped square here. We'll copy it, paste it a couple times. Like that, just make it big enough. And we're gonna make this pink. And this is gonna go above on a different layer. So here, and this is gonna be toggled off. Actually, this will be in the background, but not like super in the background. It'll be like low. It'll be like high B3. Put it like 5 or something. And then we're going to toggle it on once you get to here. Maybe a little bit before that even. Oh. This is 12 objects. That's not too bad. We'll link that. Yeah, we'll give that a group 2. 39 here. 39 will activate here. And then 39 is going to then, over the course of the next 3 seconds, is going to move we'll say 300 blocks forward. No, not 3 seconds. Over the course of the next second. Second and a half. And we'll even do ease in about. And then that's pretty good. And then we'll of course have a toggle off trigger here that will toggle 39 off at the start of the level here. And I think that's pretty good. Now if I did all of that correctly, then it should work. If I can actually play the level. I'm just gonna play it normally, I don't care. Okay, that's good, but we want it to be closer. We want it to be earlier. So here, this will be set to 1 second instead, and it'll be ease out instead. How about that? And now we'll actually take this too and move that up. It's good, but like, is it though? I don't know. What if instead of that we fix this up a little bit. So we made this, have it move down like 10 blocks, down like 30 blocks, and this will be over the course of 0.5 seconds with no easing. We'll take this, and we want it to be like right in between the dashboard. That, and then 1, 2, 3. We'll even go 4, 5, just to see if that works. And this will be minus 30. No, minus 50, sorry. And we're gonna make this group 40. We're gonna give this another group 40, and then we're gonna give another group 41, the other one, and we're just gonna make them go up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's gonna have group 41 here, we're going to copy paste this there, and then that. Let's see if that works. Okay, it didn't work. Why is that? Did we toggle it on in time? 40. Is 40 moving up or down? 40 is moving down. And 41 is moving up. So why didn't that work? Okay, interesting. Is it because, like, do we have to, like, is it because of the fact that they're, like, too big and then, like, scale them up? It might be because of that. Oh, it's I'm so dumb. It's X, not Y. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay, but that's good because that means that they're hidden to the point where, like, you can't see them. Minus 50 in the Y direction, not the X direction. Okay, that's good. We want this to be a little further back, I think. Now why didn't this work? Design group 39 as well, yeah. '41 moved up as well. Why didn't that not work? Okay, it did work, but, like, it didn't work. We're going to undisable this start position. Again, like, what is the matter with this? Okay, it worked. Like, I'm not really understanding what the idea is here. If I move it, let's toggle it on a little bit earlier. Let's try that. Like, it doesn't toggle on right at the right time. Is it because of the stupid warping? I hope it better not be because of the warping, because that's the dumbest thing ever. Okay, let's try this. I think it's just toggling on too late. I think we see it too early. Is that because of... No, it's not. Why do I keep dying there? Okay, again, okay, it's fine. Why is this so hard, dude? Okay, that's not terrible. I don't hate that. And it'll be easier if we also, like, zoom in the camera a little bit, maybe. Like, just go here, and over the course of, like, 1 second, we'll zoom to, like, 1.15 times. That seems to be back further. Yeah, I don't hate that. Dun, dun. And then let's move these down again. Oh. Let's go to this layer and we'll move these down again. Dun, dun. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, so we'll do 0.2 and we'll move them both up by like 20. We'll move the other one down by 20 too. Right, is that how this one goes? Yeah. Yeah, I don't hate that. Let's move this over here a bit because I think that would look better. Yeah, that's kind of good. All right, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's not too bad. Let's see how that looks in normal mode. No, I don't mind that. You could even, if you wanted to, you could even have this move back a little bit. No, that's too far, I think. But let's move this back a little bit. We don't need this either. Huh, what happened here? If we just toggled it on way earlier. Does that happen in the game too? Not sure why it does that. We're gonna move this back here. We'll move this over a little bit. Let's try that. Yeah, because that's going to be behind on the block design as well. Speaking of the block design, I just had an idea. I just had an epiphany. That's your word of the day, epiphany. It's a fantastic idea. Eureka. Alright. What if we just made, like... This is going to be incredibly basic, but what if we, like, literally just made bricks? Then, like, gray bricks. Like, I feel like that could low-key work. Like these kind of things, maybe? You know, it might look stupid, but it might look good. Because here's the thing. Because they're all sideways bricks. There's not going to be any, like, up and down ones. Right, if you think about it. Maybe there will, I don't know. No, it doesn't look good. And then maybe we could go... Are these the bricks? Yeah, I think these are the bricks. Then maybe we could go like... this. And then like... boom, there we go. Upside down. We just like scatter these randomly about. This will be... What are we gonna do about this? Oh, thanks. Not going to do that. Alright, let's delete this actually. And then we're going to... We're going to delete all these outlines and replace them with actual outlines that aren't those basic ones. I think that'll look pretty good. Because, like, really, a lot of times with making cheaty levels, like, you just gotta, like, do it, and then it'll look good no matter what. I know that's not always true, but, like, in this case, I feel like oftentimes it is, and you just have to, like, like throw stuff onto the canvas, and then eventually it'll look good. Like, see, that looks better already. The bricks are kind of bright, but I might turn down the bricks. But, here, look. How far down does this go? Okay, so only the first one. But, like, look, like, we don't even need to think about this. We can just, like, throw these bricks down, and, like, it'll look fine. That was this one, and now we can do these. Ooh, not at the edge here. That doesn't look great. The edge ones should be... The edge ones should always be these kind of things, I'm thinking. Right? Because we don't want them to be, like, sticking out. But that's fine. Now we can look at, like, something like this, maybe? No, because that cuts it off. Honestly, let's just use, like, these and these. That seems like it'd be fine, honestly. This is gonna get cut off by this pillar, I think, which I want. I want this pillar and these pillars to transition into the next section. I think that's a really good quality that a lot of levels can have. Is you want like differences in the parts, but you also want some sort of cohesion throughout your level. And I think that's something that a lot of creators do it, but a lot of creators overdo it or underdo it. And overdoing it is like you only have one block design for the entire level, which is not great. But underdoing it is like you have a completely different style for every part, and so it just feels like a poorly created mega collab, which I mean, this kind of is, but no. But this is the point of because I have like 3 parts in a row in this level, so the point I'm trying to make is that I want to have some sort of concurrency. I don't know, not like cohesion, but like a different word for that. I don't know, some sort of like similarity throughout my level. Because you know, if you don't, then there's not like a whole lot that can be done. And there we go, and then we can select this part. Oh, that's no. Select this part, and then we can change the color of it. Brightness, I think brightness down would be very good. Oh, we can invert the brightness. We can shift the hue to like a blue, maybe like a red. Increase the saturation, maybe. Lower the brightness, increase the saturation. That doesn't look terrible. What if we increase the brightness a lot? That does look terrible. I think it's better for us to lower the brightness. What if we like did this, increase the saturation a lot, and then we shift the hue a lot. Like I don't want it to be purple, but like maybe up the hue a little bit. Let's try that. Does that look good? Like, it does look good. We need something else though. We need like something sticking out. We can work on the spike design maybe. That might help it. I want to do something like bright to contrast like the dark here and the dark here. So maybe like something with like a lot of glow maybe. I don't know. Maybe something with like purple in it maybe. I don't know. Purple and blue, maybe? That could be good, potentially. No, we'll put like a blue blending glow on it, maybe. What colors do we have? We have like a bluish purple here. Let's go with that. Start off with a base of like that, maybe. And then we'll put like some, maybe like, let's put like some glow dots maybe inside it. That are like purple blending maybe? Or like, maybe like, we like connect the dots like this. Like that, and then we have like a glow beam like sort of thing. Like that could like be good maybe. We said it's like T2 and then we like maybe let's scale the X down. That's the Y. Why is that the scale the X down a little bit? Scale down a little bit. Scale down a little bit. Scale down even more until it's just like a line. Like that doesn't look terrible, but it definitely needs some work. We need to decrease the saturation a lot. Increase the brightness. Like I don't hate it. I don't hate it, but like, what if we like boom boom, boom boom. 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 Boom boom. Boom boom. 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 We like move this over like a little tiny bit like that. What if we did something like that? Would that work? Like it kind of does, but I think that it needs to be definitely a lot less bright. Like we select this all and we just change the brightness down and saturation down too. Let's link this together. How many objects is this? 15? I mean, it's fine, but like, I don't love it. Let's start off with, let's try again. Start off with this. I want it to be a cleaner design than that. We could put like an animated object on it. Like, I like that kind of. We like, just like warp it down completely. Maybe not. You know what? Let's just stick with like what we know. Let's make behind this. We'll make a completely black spike, and that'll have no touch. Okay, that's looking good. And then in front of it, we'll have some glow. You know, we know how to use glow, don't we? This will be like. What's the good color? 10? Yeah, it'll be that color. With T2, free move it into the right spot. There we go. That looks fine. Honestly, that doesn't look terrible. And we just link that together. Obviously it won't work because obviously it won't work for that because why would it? So we'll just turn off preview mode. We'll just link this up with there. Link this up with that. Link this up with that. There we go. So now let's start off by copy pasting this on all these spikes. Good on there, and then here we got one more, and then you know what, let's just do it for these as well. And then that's looking pretty good. I'm liking that. Wait, we have one more here. This is gonna be interesting because the spikes will like overlap. But let's try now. We'll delete this. Nope. This one. How does that look? That looks, I might delete that. I might delete the, one of the spikes there. Maybe both of them. Cause like it looks fine, but could be better. Let's ungroup these. I'll see if I can group them back together. Why does it want me to select that so much? Nope, I don't want to select it. Nope. 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 Alright, I'll link that together then. Now let's do these ones. And just to clarify, these should, yeah, those do not have any bigger hitboxes. And they should. Great. And now all we have to do is simply delete these. I'll add one more just in case. No, just in case it goes over. I'll just, oh, it's only 2,000 objects. That's not too bad. So like it's looking good, but it needs something more. Why does that feel like it's higher than the other one? I'm gonna move this down, move this up. I'm going to set this to 70. And set this one to also 70. Are these aligned? They're not aligned, that's why, okay. Oh, but they should be further back. Yes, but again, it's not perfect. Why does it feel like there's... you know what, let's move this back again. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Let's take a look at this part again. Okay, not bad, not bad. It's good, but what does it need? Like, the colors in this part feel a bit off. I don't know, I'm thinking maybe it's these bricks. I might change these bricks a little bit. They're too red. They don't fit really well with the rest of the colors. And this brightness needs to be lower. And then what if for the outline we just made like, what's something we could do? Like these maybe? That could work honestly. We're gonna go to like layer 2 and then we made like just these things. I don't even know what these are called. 9 circles objects. I mean, literally just like took these and then like put them over the top. Honestly, looks kind of good. And then we'd have to, of course, make some of these. Just like along the outside. That looks good. Now let's select these, make these black, make these like T3. No, make T2. T2. And then what's the group? 24, is it? '24, yeah. Give these group 24. See, look how much better that looks. Like, oh my gosh, that's so good. It just needs to be below the outline, but that is so much better. Oh man, that's like amazing how that like completely turned the level around. All right, now what layer are these on? B2. Okay, we're good. Look how much better that looks. Oh, that's so good. That's like literally all it needed. That looks amazing. That's actually so good, dude. I'm so happy with that. Now we just need glow. Oh, but dude, slope glow is annoying, dude. All right, that's fine. We can do it. It'll work. Might not work well, but it will work. Let's just use like the smallest glow possible. And now we just gotta warp this. I think you can warp it now in 2.2. I think now that works. If we can even reach the stupid warp button. Nope. Nope, try again, buddy. Again, nope, not what I wanted. Nope. Excuse me? Alright, is that right? That's not right. No, it's not. Of course it's not. We need to warp it more. But it's still not right. I can't zoom in anymore. Let me free move this. Still not quite right. There we go. That's basically good. We can select this and then go. There we go. This, we're just going to put this above everything. T2. Now T3 because it's going to be blending. We'll just put it like, would this kind of thing work? What if we warped it up? No, that would not work. What if we warped it up? Nope, that's not going to work again. Nope, nope, okay, never mind. We're not warping it at all. I don't think that works. Let's try purple maybe? Maybe, I don't know. What if we just tried like a white? Do we have a white blending? If we don't have white blending, that's crazy. The line color. Can we do the line color? The default is color 1. Okay, let's go color 12. We'll make it white blending. We'll make it like 80% opacity. Honestly, no, it'll be more than that. It'll be 100%. We're just gonna make it white blending. No, you know what? That looks terrible. We're not gonna make it white blending. We're gonna make it purple blending. That also looks terrible. This. Yeah, but that doesn't do anything really. Let's increase the brightness a little bit. Again, like, it doesn't really do a whole lot. You know what? That's fine. We'll just use that. Luckily, most of these slopes are the same length. This makes my job incredibly easy. And we're only going to put it on the top, on like the surfaces you actually go on. Because why would we bother putting more glow on than we need? That just makes it look good. Although actually, this needs a corner piece, and this needs a corner piece. And this needs a corner piece, and this needs a corner piece, and this needs a corner piece, and this needs a corner piece. Perfect. Corner pieces for everyone. Although, wait. There's one thing we gotta do. The one thing we have to do is we have to... and then here, and up. That's like... This is like surprisingly easy to do glow for. Like surprisingly, I know. I was shocked how easy this was. And now, honestly, now we can just do the same thing because I know exactly how I got the thing. So we just take these, and then we take this and we go copy values, paste state, paste color, copy paste, move this down one. Not even down one. Move it like down one of these things. And move it up like that, maybe. It's T3, yeah, so that looks good. Yeah, that's perfect. Now we go to layer, this, copy paste this, and now what we're gonna do is we're going to. Do we want it on the sides? I don't think we do. We'll put a black glow on the sides. Actually, that could be cool. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put a black glow on the sides, I think. This is gonna be black, and it's going to be T2. Is this above this now, or is it not? I don't know. I don't think it really matters. But we're just going to put that. Put that there. And then put that there. I think this is going to make it look a little bit better, maybe. Hopefully. It might not. It might just make it look horrible. But it might make it look good. You never know. This will make black 2, and we'll make this T2 as well. And then we'll put that there, and then this. Put there, and then this, like, this little piece we'll flip, and then we'll put there. Nope. Is the double glow visible? I don't think it is. We need to warp this. That'll work, and then this we can put here. This we can put here. This is what we really want here. And then this we can put here. And then this we'll put one of these here. And then this goes here. No, honestly, we didn't even need that there. We'll just put this here. And then let me turn off preview mode for a sec. That's good. And then we'll just copy paste this here. Because again, why not? And what if we got to lose here? Pretty good looking level, but like, who cares? Alright, and now this should be black T2, and then we can warp this to be however big we want. See, like, look how great this is. Alright, sorry, I'm just so locked in right now, can't say anything. Boom, I think we're done. I think that looks pretty good. Look how that looks with nothing on it, dude. And like, look at this. That's so amazing, bro. I do actually, I'm gonna change these colors a little bit. I think these colors could be improved upon a little bit. Just turning the brightness out a little bit, because the way the part works. Dude, look how good this looks. It actually looks amazing. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take... I guess you can already can't, but like, I'm gonna take these outlines and just delete them. So, I don't think you need to see them. Right? Like, I just don't think they're necessary. They've already got spikes on them, so what's the point of having... Dude, this part just looks so good, bro. No, actually, I think they are necessary. I think you do need them. I changed my mind again. Because I've got corner pieces already. There's no point in not having them. And then this part, what are we gonna do for this part? What if we just made this part like incredibly simple and we just took like, literally just took like, I don't know, like these blocks or something, and we like move them up like a tiny space, like these, and we just made these black, put them on like T1, made them black, or made them black, and then behind them we just made like these things and gave them the 24 group. Take these, give them group 24. We'll make these black too and make these T1. I think that would probably just work. No, they're ahead of. Why are they in front of it? These are T2, not T1. These will be T1. And then there should definitely be like a kind of. We're actually gonna move these up one more, I think. And then we're going to take outlines here. There we go. We'll put these on T2 as well. Like that. That's pretty good. Yeah, you know what, that's fine. I'm gonna make these outlines here. I'm gonna make these a little bit brighter. Make them like this gray color, and then turn the brightness down like a ton. That, cause I want you to be able to see this thing a little bit like that. There we go. That's pretty good. Cause I want you to be able to see it a little bit, of course, but like not a ton. And then let's make on the glow layer, naturally, let's make just like a very light. We've got this. We'll make this 70% opacity, maybe 80% opacity. And then we'll just put the glow like that on it. Just like something very light. We don't need a ton of glow, but like something very, very small. Oh, it needs to be. Like that. Let's make this T3. That's a little bright. Turn the brightness down a little bit. You know, let's add a very, very slight. Let's not make it white. Let's make it this color instead. That way we can change the brightness up. Well, change the hue a little bit, change saturation up. Hue down, hue down. I want it to be more cool. We'll keep the hue relatively the same. There we go. That looks pretty good. And now let's make a glow for the yellow orb, because of course we can't actually have a yellow orb in that level. That would be too easy for the player to read. We need to make a code so that the player guesses that there's a yellow orb there. No, but I'll still keep the yellow orb there. I'm just gonna like sort of hide it a little bit. Make this yellow blending. And this yellow orb we're not going to hide it. We're going to give it a group of 42. And we're going to 42 is going to alpha trigger off. With the course in 1 second. That looks pretty good, and then we'll make a little bit more here, and we'll make this the white blending. We want some kind of white blending, right? We'll make this in front. T4 in front of it. That looks kind of cool. If we make it behind it, it looks like the exact same. Okay, we don't care then. I'm also going to actually scale this up just to make it look kind of cool. I don't know, why not? We're gonna move that alpha trigger a little bit further back. We'll make it 2 seconds. Like that, just like that. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. We can even make a particle trigger. Well, I haven't used any particles in this level yet. Oh, let's go. I usually try to make a rule for myself not to use too many particles because it's just too OP, and I don't want my level to get like mythic every time I make it. Angle, we don't want a whole lot of angle variation. We want relatively low. Lower the max particles. Lower the emission. How do we use the use object color? Where's the use object color here? Now let's do like, what kind of particles should an orb have? Hexagons maybe? Hexagons could look kind of cool, or stars maybe? Circles, music notes. Music notes could be kind of, I like music notes. Yeah, why not? Let's go music notes. And then let's make detail that and the base that. There we go. That's kind of cool. I like that. There we go. That's pretty good. Let's move this the alpha trigger a little bit further back. I know I already moved it pretty far back, but just a little bit. I don't want you to see the thing, really. Okay, that's a little bit too far back. Not that far back. We want it to be like fading out as you get to it. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you can see it there. Honestly, it's looking pretty good. I'm honestly liking it. Oh, dude, I haven't done any progress on the first part yet. This part, dude. I need to do progress on this. Like, I literally haven't done anything for this part yet. Dude, I'm like low-key kind of out of ideas for this part. think I want you to see the... I want to move the background a little bit further back. I want you to see the, I want you to see the thing that is it. Yeah, that's where I want you to see the reactor. I'm also gonna scale up the reactor a little bit, warp it. Like that looks pretty cool. I like that. Do I need a better saw design than this? I don't know. Dude, I don't know. It's a cool part. I think it could definitely use some work. I'll probably come back to it tomorrow. I do like this part a lot, though. I think this part is really cool. I think it's pretty good. That's gonna be all for today. Hope you guys enjoy the stream, and I will see you guys later. Bye.